In a world that seemed to have no place for her, one act of kindness changed everything. Mira had once been just a shadow slipping through the streets of Sicily, Italy, a frail, blind kitten wandering alone in a world that refused to see her. Every corner she turned, harsh hands and angry voices shooed her away. To survive, she learned to move quietly, to hide, to hope someone, anyone, would care. Her tiny frame grew weaker each day. Hunger gnawed at her bones. The cold seeped into her body. And still, no one stopped. No one helped. For a little blind cat with nowhere to go, life was slipping away fast. Until one day, someone finally saw her. A girl vacationing in the beautiful Sicilian town noticed the trembling kitten and couldn't look away. Mira looked like she was fading in front of her eyes. Without hesitation, the girl called a local rescuer. When the rescuer arrived and scooped Mira into warm blankets, it was the first gentle touch she had felt in what seemed like forever. Her body was limp, hypothermic, covered in dirt. Her eyes, clouded and unseeing, hinted at blindness. She was rushed to the veterinary clinic in Catania, where the team moved quickly. Fluids were administered. Warmth surrounded her fragile body. They spoke to her in soft voices as she drifted in and out of consciousness. In that tiny hospital bed, the fight for Mira's life began. The first time Mira opened her eyes wide, it was as if the entire clinic held its breath. The first time she ate on her own, the rescuers smiled through tears. Every little step was a victory. Days turned into weeks. Slowly, the kitten who had once been a bundle of fear and weakness began to change. Her fur was cleaned and brushed, her little face gently wiped each day. Soft hands fed her, bathed her, and cradled her until she began to purr, a shaky sound that grew stronger with every passing day. With every loving touch, Mira began to believe something she had never known before. She was safe. As Mira's strength returned, her caregivers prepared for the next step. Tests for FIV and FELV, as well as a full-body X-ray, were arranged to understand her condition fully. Whatever the results would be, one thing was certain. Mira would never face it alone again. Her caregivers poured every ounce of love into her recovery. They didn't just treat her wounds, they treated her soul. And slowly, Mira began to let go of the fear that had gripped her tiny heart for so long. Though her eyes could not see, her heart began to recognize the world around her, not as a place of cruelty, but as a place where love existed. Weeks turned into months, and Mira's transformation was nothing short of miraculous. The kitten who had once wandered the streets blind and alone now played with toys, purred in laps, and leaned into every gentle touch. Her caregivers marveled at her resilience, their hearts swelling with pride and love for the little cat who had refused to give up. She had found what she had been searching for all along: safety, warmth, and unconditional love. Mira's story is more than a rescue tale. It's a reminder that even in the harshest darkness, a single act of kindness can change everything. A reminder that every life, no matter how small or broken, is worth saving. Today, Mira is no longer the trembling, blind kitten lost in the cold streets of Sicily. She is a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of compassion and care. Mira survived because someone stopped, someone cared, and a team of rescuers refused to give up on her. If her story touched your heart, send your prayers for Mira and the heroes who saved her in the comments. Like and share this video to spread her message and help save more lives. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful rescue stories that show kindness changes everything. Mira went from darkness to light, from loneliness to love. And every time she purrs softly in the arms of those who saved her, She reminds us all of one simple truth. Sometimes, the smallest life can teach us the biggest lesson, that love has the power to heal everything,